Welcome to our channel. Today we how to transfer data lake tables with Databricks to AWS Glue catalog, complete guide step by step clearly. To transfer data lake tables from Databricks to the AWS Glue catalog, begin by ensuring you have the necessary permissions in both Databricks and AWS. Log into your Databricks account and navigate to the workspace where your data lake tables are stored. Once you're in the workspace, open a new notebook for your scripting tasks. Set up the necessary libraries for AWS Glue by installing Boto 3 and OS Wrangler, if they aren't already installed. Import the required libraries in your Python script. Configure your AWS credentials by using the AWS CLI, or set them directly in your. Next, create a connection to your AWS Glue service using the Boto 3 library. Retrieve the metadata of your data lake tables from Databricks. Use the Spark SQL commands to read the tables you want to export. Convert the data frame to a format suitable for AWS Glue, typically Parquet or CSV. Specify the S3 location where you want to store the converted tables. Write the data frame content to your specified S3 location using the right method. Once the data is successfully written to S3, you'll need to create a new Glue catalog table. Navigate to the AWS Glue console and select the Tables section. Click on Add Table and follow the steps to define the new table's schema. Specify the S3 location where your data files are stored. Ensure you match the Glue table definitions to the schema of your data frame to maintain compatibility. Review and confirm your table configuration before saving. Once the Glue table is created, you can verify it by running a simple query or accessing it through the AWS Glue Data Catalog interface. Now your data lake tables from Databricks are successfully transferred to the AWS Glue catalog and ready for use. Be sure to check the permissions and access controls to ensure that users or applications accessing the Glue catalog have the necessary rights. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails, then complete any requested confirmation steps. Enable two-factor authentication if available to improve account security and reduce unauthorized access risk. After signing in, review your profile details so your contact information and settings are accurate and current. If you see an error message, note it down and try again after restarting your device and internet connection. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.